The year is 331 BC. The world holds its breath. The sun blazes down on the Mesopotamian plain as two giants prepare to clash. On one side, Alexander of Macedon, the godchild of Greece, undefeated, unyielding. On the other, Darius III, the king of kings, backed by the vast Persian Empire. But this story isn't about them. This is about the man behind Alexander's final assault, the one known only as the Shadow. Chapter 1. The battlefield unfolds. The Shadow was a commander not of fame but of precision. He didn't ride with trumpets. He didn't seek the laurels of Olympus. He was Alexander's scalpel, used when a hammer wouldn't do. At Gaugamela, the Macedonians were outnumbered nearly 5-1. The Persian chariots gleamed in the distance, their scythed wheels thirsty for Macedonian flesh. Alexander turned to the Shadow and simply said, "No question, no hesitation." Chapter 2. The Feint of the Phoenix. As the Persian line advanced, the Shadow's units, light cavalry and hypaspists, faked a retreat to the right. Dust billowed, confusion reigned. The Persians surged into the gap like water through a broken dam. It was exactly what he wanted. The Shadow's men wheeled around in a perfect arc like wings of a phoenix reborn and flanked the disoriented Persians. Alexander's companion cavalry struck moments later, roaring into the weakened heart of the line. Darius fled. Victory? Yes, but the cost? Chapter 3. The Bactrian Trap. After Gaugamela, the Shadow was sent east with a fragment of Alexander's army to pacify rebellious Bactria. It's a mop-up, they said. It was a bloodbath. The Bactrians were no fools. They lured the Shadow into the mountains with false deserters and then unleashed elephants, hill warriors, and cavalry from all sides. Surrounded, outnumbered, doomed. But the Shadow didn't falter. He turned the terrain against them, luring elephants into narrow passes where his archers rained down fire. His pikemen locked shields and held like stone. The ground turned red and muddy with ash and blood. By nightfall, he had lost half his force and won. Chapter 4. The Message. Weeks later, a messenger arrived from Babylon. He simply looked at the horizon where a rising empire was already beginning to splinter. He gathered his men, the ragged survivors of campaigns across the known world, and rode west, not for gold, not for conquest, but to keep the dream alive. Epilogue. The forgotten general history remembers Alexander, but legends whispered by campfires speak of the one who never lost a battle, never claimed a crown, and never stopped marching. They called him the King's Shadow. He was last seen crossing the Hellespont, still in formation.